1 minute.
1 minute.
10 seconds. Hold up. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Boom. Welcome. Truth Talk Nation. This is a big one today.
Didn't know it.
We got Kobe on the screen.
Truth Talk Nation, man. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Man, we got Mizzle, man. What's going down, man? It's Judahawokeace.
Chief Mizzle the Great.
Man, another Truth Talk episode, man. We got to call Aseer for this big one, man. It's the Grammys tonight.
Red carpet.
Kobe died in a helicopter crash.
Number 8, number 24, man. Kobe, man. The helicopter on the Grammy night. What's up with that, Judah?
Sound like some Whitney shit to me.
Yeah, man. In L.A.
You know what I'm saying? So we about to call Aseer. Let me see. So 6:30.
You know we had to get Aseer on this one. Get his invite on that.
Man, hold on. Let me turn. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We had to hit y'all with the Truth Talk Nation news on this one. Special edition. Yeah, but man, they said his daughter died in the crash too, Gianna. Oh man, that's terrible, man. I ain't hear that too.
Peace, Aseer. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
We got T Mizzle, and this is Judahawoke with the Truth Talk. You live right now.
What's up, Aseer? How you doing, brother?
Peace, brother. How you doing?
Good.
How's everybody?
Man, chilling, man. And then you got the fans want to know. We got Kobe's death, man, in a helicopter, man. This is like breaking today, right before the Grammys.
Yeah, man. It's really reminiscent of what happened last year, right before the Grammys.
With Nipsey.
Exactly.
Nipsey, okay.
Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So here we are again. Another so-called death of an Asiatic prominent millionaire plus so-called black man, and that's it. But it just so happened that happened right around the time when this dude was about to go through his next level of management. Interesting timing.
Right.
As well as the first day of the year of the Chinese Year of the Rat, especially with what's happening in China right now.
Right.
Not only the fact that there was a cartoon about this in 2017. Probably blew up on YouTube, and it shows circulating all of a sudden. It showed him dying in a plane crash.
You say it circulates Kobe?
Yes, it's a cartoon with Kobe in a plane crash.
What?
From 2017. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh man, that's deep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can pull that up. I mean, people can pull that up. I can see that for yourself.
Okay.
And, happened in Death Valley. And, Death Valley is where a lot of poisonous snakes is. He's the Black Mamba. A lot of stuff like that. It's just really whack. And then his daughter, bless her life. She was 13 when this happened. So, that's the mystic number for those people.
Right.
And, there's a couple of military bases in that area of Death Valley where this thing went down. So, it's really crazy, man. It was also crazy last night. Me and the Queen happened to be watching Any Given Sunday. And, it was just very reminiscent of the type of life that those people live, and also I think people should understand that this brother, as he is our brother, you've seen people calling him indigenous to America and all that, and that's not true. He was a Roman. He was born in Italy. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's not try to turn him into something that he wasn't.
Right. Yeah, right now we're showing the cartoon. I'm pulling it up live right now.
See, there you go.
Yeah, it's Kobe dying in the plane in a helicopter crash.
Yep.
Oh man.
So, you know what I'm saying? This
So I'm about to hit it one more time. Here y'all go. Kobe coming out with the championship trophies.
Right. Now remember, this is right after LeBron passed his,
number 3rd on scoring list.
As the number 1. And remember, those people that watch Star Wars and stuff like that, you know that there was an organization called the Sith. And the Sith operated under the rules of 2. And the rule of 2 says that there will be 2 lords you can only be 2 lords at one time. But in order for one lord to become the one has to get rid of the other. So I'm not saying that LeBron had anything to do with this. I don't think he could have. I just think that ritualistically,
it have to happen.
These things are done. So you can have Sidney Poitier and a Bill Cosby, but you can't have Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, and James Earl Jones. You know what I'm saying? You can have Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, but you can't have Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and Sam Cooke. You understand what I'm saying? So they marginalize these things, and unfortunately, our brothers that are a part of the Roman system, through those contracts and through those agreements and through those situations, wind up in these situations, and at any time can be used to fulfill the need of whatever situation is happening at the time. So, just the same shit happened last year. Seemed like every time at the Grammy party, somebody nigga toast.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody black going down. So, this is right after the Antonio Brown thing again with him. This is right after, you understand? It seems like the only people who get in trouble in those arenas are so-called black celebrities, because that's part of their agreement. You know, they gotta allow themselves to be a part of things, and at any given moment, you know, it could all be taken away, especially when you achieve what you achieve. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he's an Army brat too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. It's just I didn't know about this cartoon. For you to tell us about this cartoon, I'm playing it over and over. It's only 10 seconds, and it's just. Yeah, I know the Simpsons. The Simpsons is like a predictor too.
They all play shit too. Yeah, the Simpsons. You know what I'm saying?
Predictive programming.
Gold Dots.
This is from 2017. So you know what I'm saying? It was 2 him and his daughter in the joint. 1 and 7 is 8. I think 8 was his number at one point.
Yeah, 8 was his number, right?
That's right.
You started with 8.
Is Saturn. Saturn is the king. Saturn is also ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. That's
right.
The goat. You see what I'm saying? They call him the goat, right?
And what about the Aquarius and all that? The Aquarius month, ain't
right. And then going from Aquarius.
Hold up, I lost you, Aseer.
Going from Capricorn into Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? Which is what we did. And again, it's the year of the rat.
Right.
In the Chinese thing, and remember, China now is all locked down because of they hygiene habits, food habits.
Right.
And this is all, you know what I'm saying? He died in a helicopter. Helio, right? Helios, right? That's the sun, right? Kobe means sun god, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He died in a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Helios, Egypt. And Death Valley is, you know, part of ancient in our culture.
Right.
For those that didn't know, that's ancient Egypt, ancient Mauritania, out there. So,
right.
You know, the timing of everything, it just seems very reminiscent of the same place where it was last year, when they got rid of Ramirez.
And let's do the number 8. 8 years ago, around the same time Whitney died.
That's right. And remember, he did the what you call it, man. He did remember how what's his name put out a tweet, like a last tweet, and everybody was like, you know, having powerful enemies is a blessing or whatever.
Nipsey.
Right. So then this dude, his last tweet was, continuing to move the game forward at King James. Much respect, my brother. 33644. So 4 is 8. You know what I mean? 3 and 3 is 6. Right?
Oh, that was the tweet he put out?
That was last night, yep. After LeBron broke the
the 4. So he put the 4-4 at the end.
Right. And now 44, that again, is always Jay-Z. There's always some connected with this nigga, with these niggas be dying. You see what I'm saying? That's the 44 club, the whole 4
connection.
4 element, you know what I'm saying? That's throwing that in there, and then you got the. So 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 6 is what, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 and 4 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Right? Him and his daughter. See what I'm saying? Knowledge, wisdom. So it's just so by the numbers, man. It's whack. You know, it's just whack. That this is now again everybody, this man who had such an incredible work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Such an incredible talent. It's like damn, y'all take Kobe and leave Shaq. Like y'all take Kobe and leave
Shaq working, man. Shaq working, but that motherfucker got about 20 commercials, don't
he? Yeah, they love Shaq.
The commercials, he got
TNT, yeah, he all over.
So he working
the country. He wear the Freemason ring with
right.
So yeah, he plugged, but I mean, damn, okay, don't take Shaq. Y'all want this, he worked behind you. But what about Barkley? Take that nigga, take that. This man niggas is a tape.
It's like Kobe, man.
I don't think Barkley was worth a ritual, man. He hadn't won shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, everybody like Kobe, man.
So much other shit y'all could be doing, man. Y'all come back to this dude, like for what? And then boom, now his line done. Because you are what your mother is, so, you know. He was an Italian because he was born in Italy, but his parents was American. You know what I'm saying? But they military, so you know how that goes. But then on top of that, he married this chick, and now with this chick, she's gonna inherit all of that, and now they're gonna marry all them daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To some white dudes and shit. So now, boom.
He done for.
Now his line done. His line gone.
Legacy gone.
Like
his legacy is done. You're right. I didn't look at it like that.
He done it. But again, that's what happens when in Rome. That's how the Romans do it. That's why they created the Daughters of the American Revolution, which was the white prostitutes that they used to marry into the Moorish harems and have the noble babies and then raise the mulatto babies as basically to have indemnity against the actual nobility. So when they take control, they start the process of bringing more people like them into it to eventually get rid of all of the darker nobility. And then pretty soon, everybody's bleached out. So all of this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Wow. This nigga, they done posted pictures of the president of Canada, Prime Minister of Canada, when he was a little boy in safari riding little black kids on their back like horses and shit. And the Africans are sitting there letting them do in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the same guy that's offering Harry and Meghan, right, sanctuary at Canada. The Corporation of Canada. So this is all happening around the same time now. Like I said, where these transitions between power is messing up the dynamic of how these people run these situations.
You said the Canadian Prime Minister?
Yeah, this type of Canadian Prime Minister. Picture of him as a boy riding black people, riding black children. Yeah, they also got pictures of him dressed in blackface ever more too.
Oh.
He's raised generationally as under this racist premise, but the behind the story scene on him is the word on the street, as they say, is he's actually Castro's son on the law. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of this stuff happening around. So all of this stuff happening, and while all of this is happening, we just caught up. Now, and you know, they got a good one. They got the brother, man. And at first, you know, I ain't really believe it like that. So,
yeah, man.
but when I saw his daughter was involved, or only one daughter. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow. Then there was a rumor that Rick Fox and them was on the plane with him. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff was fluid in the past hours. All of this stuff was going back and forth.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah, they said there was 5 people, 5 passengers.
Yeah. Somebody texted me, he was like, yo, I heard Rick Fox was on. I was like, dang, that would be crazy. But no, I believe that this was all part of the ritual, and that party is the thing.
The party is the Grammys tonight, because really the Grammys wasn't gonna have no type of
nothing.
But the baby, and I mean the ratings probably was gonna flop, and so tonight everybody's gonna tune in. Now you got the Mamba that died, and so they're gonna be talking about, is that the Staples Center when Nipsey had his funeral?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just so that's
red carpet, yeah, they don't want to.
Red carpet.
But see, with him, I'm still on the fence with all of that. With that, you know what I mean? I know Nipsey Hussle is definitely dead, but as far as any of that, all that stuff to me is part of the whole ritual, and the ritual is nobody really knows. So in the end, you can only buy instinctively what you can go by from the information that's provided, and then what you divine from it, from an advice perspective. You know what I mean? So I don't have any skin in the game in any of these people's living or dying. But what I'm seeing is the propensity of deaths in people in those arenas, and the orchestrators or the participants or the benefactors of those things always go unnoticed, but they do it always in your face. So it can't be a coincidence that last year after the brunch, this dude, you know what I mean, all that stuff happened after that, and then this year the same thing happened. He did. And then for it to happen the way that it did, just seemed very scripted almost.
Right.
It's just out of nowhere. Boom, this person is going, okay, how could that happen when you just tweeted this dude and you just left the thing? How was his helicopter?
One of the best helicopters. You know he had one of the best helicopters. I think it was called the Manifest or something.
Yeah, he said he's been using that helicopter for years.
Was it called the Manifest?
Yes, I look at that. And remember, the Manifest Destiny is what happened when they moved west to take the land from the original people. So all of these little ritualistic things come into play, not to mention the fact that they have this, there's a lot of military bases and do, missile testing and shit in those areas. In Death Valley, in Moab, because Moab is in that area. All of that, Death Valley, all of that was the ancient lands of what we call ancient Mauritania in our history. But after the conquering of the West and all that other stuff, they turned into whatever. So there's so many military bases in that general vicinity. But I would tell anybody that's a researcher, look and see where you crashed and look at what area or what military bases within that vicinity, within at least 100-mile vicinity. Because it takes the ICBM or whatever missile they use, they're going to do shit like that. It's like the missile they used to hit the Pentagon with, that they blamed the plane on. There was no evidence ever that there was a plane that could maneuver that low.
Yeah, you got Long Beach and all that. It's all kind of military. I got the map. He was in Calabasas where he got killed at. All around that area is nothing but military.
See. So again, man, to me, that was this was something. Might have went wrong or it went on purpose. Either way, for it to happen that way, and his daughter to be 13, and like it's like our people are at the whim of the fates, and we were the ones that controlled that based on our will and belief in Allah or the highest self, whatever you want to call it. And so now that we're forsaking all of that to adopt the pale gods of Europe and become Romans, this is what comes of Rome. I was listening to the toast that Kevin Hart made, and go back and listen to that toast, man, and it was like, yeah, well, what's going to happen? What's going to be the story at the end of your book when your book is gone? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Then I look back a couple of days ago, the Queen showed me this interview Michael B. Jordan did. He was talking about Kobe and how deep he was into prison reform and how he was down with the movie that he just did with Jamie. There was a picture of him and Jamie and Kobe.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this is a time where the prison reform thing is real big. That's threatening prison industrial complex. Kim Kardashian is getting niggas out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these DNA tests, a lot of these niggas is coming out of jail now. And a lot of the jails, low-key, is being filled up with these white boys. That's a part of these pedophile rings, these high, intense white nationalist rings, the international human traffickers. All these guys are getting arrested too.
Yeah.
And get locked up, but they just don't report that shit the same way they won't report all of the U.S. bodies that's getting killed in Iraq and all that right now. What's happening? They just had Iraq just had a 1 million man march. Did you hear anything about it? Nope.
You said Iraq?
Yeah, the 1 million man march.
Yeah, look it up. Iraq, 1 million man march in Iraq. Yeah, they just had a 1 million man march, man.
Damn.
The 1 million man march. They said they're gonna kick all the U.S. people out. Now, this is at a time, you understand, Iran and Iraq used to be blood enemies that was fostered by the United States that was paying money on both sides. Iran is basically run by Shias. And those Shias, you know what I'm saying, are the majority. The Shias are the ones that's really the followers of Ali, but they have a lot of ancient Moorish customary magic that they employed when they adopted into Islam, the same way the Malians did and, you know, the other people did, you know, once the religion of Islam was formally established. So these Iraqis now, they done gripped up and they like, we're not down with none of it. So we want the US out. So they're actually supporting Iran. That's crazy.
Right.
Because Iran was their mortal enemy. But again, the enemy, my enemy is my friend. And now they've created a circumstance by which they've created a perpetual insurgency. And no empire that has ever fought a war against an insurgent has won. The Romans lost in Afghanistan when they did it. The United States lost in Vietnam when they did it. The British lost in Afghanistan when they did it. The Americans did it, lost in Laos. The British lost in America. You understand? Like, you can't beat people who's from there. You can only get them to adopt an armistice and then try to eventually school them out of their land financially, like how they did us. So you're talking about a perpetual steamrolling of information and money that has to now be redistributed. You see what I'm saying? Based upon whatever agreements or whatever this man that we know as Holy Bryant was involved in. And remember, he's still a part of Rome. He's Roman. He's not a so-called African American. He's an Italian American. You know what I'm saying? Like, people not doing the knowledge to what we're talking about. So we're not talking about somebody that look like it. You're not talking about somebody that lived the type of life that we, let's say, live. You dig? We're talking about somebody that was born to a purpose and fulfilled that. And that alone should be applauded. You dig? What's sad, though, is that Rome rewards its gladiators with death. You understand? That's what they do. Don't believe me? Ask Michael Jackson, ask Bill Cosby, ask Mike Tyson, ask R. Kelly, ask who else? Russell Simmons, ask any so-called entertainer, Marvin Gaye, ask anybody, Sam Cooke, you know what I'm saying? Donny Hathaway. What happened to these people? You see what I'm saying? And there's nothing, and there isn't any mechanism in our own community with people that look like us could investigate this to its conclusion and actually provide the actual facts of what happened, because a lot of our own people is down with it. Been down with it. Who was the pilot? You dig what I'm saying? Who was the pilot? Where's the black box? What's the manifest? How much fuel was in it? When was the last time it was inspected? Who was on the plane? Who was on the helicopter before him? You see?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then the timing that is happening right at the time where he now, with homeboy in the seat, got to now go through the impeachment thing is incredible. You understand? It's incredible. While half of China, which basically is like 2/3 of the world, is under quarantine. You understand? The country of China is quarantined right now.
Right.
But I saw this before. I saw this in World War Z. I saw this in Z Nation. I saw this in Rise of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I saw this in Contagion. I seen this in the movie. All of the diseases start in China. Why?
Yeah.
Because the Chinese eat anything. Why?
Like I'm pulling up. We did
anything, man.
A news yesterday where we reported on the gutter oil coming out, where they taking slop out of manholes,
yes,
and refining it into cooking oil.
Yes,
cooking your food in that.
Go back and look at Charles Anthony. They told you in that Soylent Green is people.
Look at them right here, digging it out of manholes.
I watched the Chinese make lettuce out of plastic and in a wok or some shit.
Yeah.
Fake rice. Yeah.
Fake rice.
And then when I posted it, Facebook won't take it down. YouTube won't take it down. Because they're all supporting it. They're creating it so that way people like us
consuming
people don't listen. Because so many people, you know what I mean, are looking at it for the forest for the trees that they're leaving the way open for them to do it again. Like I said, that cartoon came out in 2017. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's 2020,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
So, what's going on? Like, all of this bust down, he ate, you know what I mean?
12/28/17, this cartoon came out. 12/28/17.
It's 2020.
Number 8. I told you his number's 8, right? That's what I'm saying. So then Kevin Hart, go back to him, he made this whole thing. This whole toast about writing your book and writing your story and how your story's gonna end and all of this other stuff and how our story is always never gonna end because, you know, it's about black excellence and this and that. And I'm looking at these guys and you see the death and the shit on them. You know what I mean? Like those guys are trapped, and a lot of those guys are trapped in the game. Like, they have to go along with everything that's going on. They have to put out music. They have to, because they're involved in it and put themselves mechanized. Like, look at it like this. You couldn't have, you had Meek Mill, Philly. You had Bill Cosby, all that in Philly, right? And all that went down. So you had two prominent people. Remember, I was talking about that law of two. Can't have two at the same time in the same thing. So the link between both of them was Robert Kraft. There's pictures of Robert Kraft at Bill Cosby's house. Mm-hmm. So all of these guys are together. The other interesting thing is that because all those guys came up under that same Gulag system, this is the system that works between the descendants of those so-called whites that were again enslaved and put to be the burdens by our ancestors when they came over here at the behest of our European so-called melanated people as their slaves and war dogs. And those people today we would call Africans or Congolese or those type of people that came to fight with them as Christians, Romans, to take all of our stuff based upon the illegal sale of Grenada to Isabella. So when we look at the so-called white Mason and the black Mason today, these black Freemasons, we're looking at the descendants of these two factions that, in a sense, work together to enforce this new history. You see what I'm saying? After 1871, that locked us all into being slaves from Africa, meaning those of us that was born here would be called something else, and then the people who would be listed as heroes, Buffalo Soldiers, these type of people, they were the ones killing us. That was already here. You understand?
Right.
And so the unifying aspect of them becoming Christian is what allowed them all to be considered Romans. And then because they all adopted church on Sunday, that then put them directly under the lineage of the Pope. You understand? Because anybody that practices church on Sunday is a Roman, according to the Pope, because they made that up. Sabbath is on Saturday, Holy Night is on Friday. So anybody doing the Sunday thing, again, is Roman, therefore they could fall under the Christian codes, the black codes, the Roman codes, and whatever else codes, you see what I'm saying, they needed to control us. And they would rather that happen than us that was naturally already here with our own religion, our own structures, our own societies, our own everything, instead of allowing us to be the dominant law that was always here. They then forced us to adopt their European version of that, and then we've been under that since. And then the bond that they keep this going through is through the law system and all that by putting their people in these systems.
Right.
So it's no coincidence that when they established the United States citizen in 1871, that the Klan was also established in 1872. See what I'm saying? They went hand in hand.
Dang.
That's why, so from the beginning of the establishment of the so-called United States as a military occupationist government based on hostile takeover, from the beginning it was people with these type of people. And their need is to control the indigenous so-called Moors that was already from the land. And so to make us worship the veiled gods of Europe, these are all of the melanated people that the Europeans prop up to us to be gods. You see, like Kobe, like Mike, like, you see what I'm saying? Jordan, like whoever, you see? To the point where we emulate them more than what's actually in us. So, it's not to say that this brother wasn't inspirational and didn't do great things for so-called black people, but it is to say that he, like a lot of those people in those positions, once you've made it, you now have to maintain it. And to maintain that, you have to participate. And participate means you have to play the game. And to play the game means you got to be on the team. And be on the team means you know the plays, right?
Right.
So that means the whole shit is rigged. It's all rigged. What's to say that what made him better than any other so-called basketball player? Based upon his ethic, his will, and what he put onto it and what we saw on the screen, right?
Right.
But I bet you, in your neighborhood, you had at least 8 niggas like that. You had at least 8 or 9 that was on that level or on their way or even better. But you never heard of them.
Right,
You see
man.
what I'm saying? Because the sacrifice they gave was they had to basically deny that talent in order to that, because a lot of these brothers wouldn't take some of the deals
They ain't
that
go
the
that
brother
road,
would
yeah.
made. You understand? Because of what they knew what it would do to them and what could happen. You understand? They've been doing this. So are we not supposed to celebrate those brothers and having these unsung heroes, these unsung brothers that actually had integrity? In certain instances, to not do that. I think the brother Kobe was so invested in the game like that, so he wouldn't have to deal with all the other shit that goes along with that shit. Really.
Yeah, he also was into. I know he was also into rare. He collected some of the most rarest diamonds in the world. Gems.
Kobe did.
Him and his wife.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, him and his wife. So she's in control of the gem. Yeah, he got like a. I think he got from Australia. He got like an actual pink diamond from the ground, or blue. It's either pink or blue. One of them.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's dope. But my thing is, you mean these niggas got all this type of money, and there's still ghettos in the United States? And this is what I'm saying, man. The Jews collectively got themselves out the ghetto. What you call us got themselves out the ghetto. You understand? And the way they did it was starting from the ground up with their own people, supplying everything that their own people needed. Not necessarily just creating charities that really are not even subsidized to even give all the money to the people. Look up some of these charities and what they actually do give from what they pull in and what they actually give. You'd be surprised.
Mm.
And it's a system, but it's a Roman system. And that's what we're all not understanding. Like, we're not Romans. And when we strive to impart ourselves in Rome, we might as well be doing the same in Babylon. You understand? We're round pegs trying to go in a square hole. Like, you can do it, but it's not necessarily the right fit. And instead of these brothers pooling their institutions together the same way the white man and everybody else did, they'd rather still be in situations to be at the behest of somebody else. You understand? So just because he's not playing basketball anymore don't mean he wasn't part of the NBA. Like, it's a fraternity.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? He's an alumni now. Now he's even more in. So now he really got to be involved with certain things that he may not even thought existed in it until. It's been long talked about in certain circles about how they come up with the year's worth of games and who's going to win what games at the penthouse in is it NGM Grand and Mandalay Bay. One of them, with the penthouse is one of them. They meet every year, like right before the season start, and then they decide who's going to win what and how it's going to go, whatever. Then all of the plays and everything go out, and everybody hit the plays, and then now everybody on the team's got to follow the plays. So this way, when they're in the huddle or they in the position or they on the mound or whatever, and the dude hit it a certain way, you know by this time of the game it's supposed to go like this. Like it's what it is. Well, remember Aisha Curry said it. What happened after that? Look what they did to Steph after that. Right after she said that shit was rigged, look how they went in on him. Made this bitch humiliate him.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, she's in a. I want to say she's in a sorority.
They all are.
Yeah.
You have to be. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to be. You cannot be a free agent like that. When it comes to that shit, you got to be ripped up.
You gotta roll with the punches, right?
Yeah, Steph Curry's wife, man, she came up. Wow.
Hard on him, yeah.
I remember, he already cheated on her, so, you know.
She need that attention, that male attention.
He was doing that with his kid, and they was going to their own thing, right? Because his daughter was following his footsteps. But now, like I said, man, the peerage system, everybody want to be like, oh, well, it's different because look, you can't take a recessive out of a dominant. I don't give a damn what you say. A dominant gene will always dominate a recessive gene. It always will. The only way the recessive gene can be dominant is if the dominant gene recesses itself somehow. Understand? That's just it. That's life. That's the basis. You know what I'm saying? Of life. If it hisses like a snake and it looked like a snake, right? And it bites you and you died, and that means you got bit by a poisonous snake. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got bit by a snake and the snake, you didn't die, right? Let's say you got bit by a snake and then you didn't die, then that means that snake was not poisonous, right? Right. But if right now, in your studio where you are, everybody listening, they home right now, if a bunch of snakes started running up in your crib right now, would you stop to say, okay, this is the poisonous snake, this is the not poisonous snake? This
right.
They
all fucking snakes.
What are you going to do? You're going to keep all the snakes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until you can verify who's who, right? What do so-called black people in the community in America have, or anywhere in the world have to do just what I said?
What'd you say?
What community of melanated people in the world have the ability to basically act to enforce what I just said, to keep the snakes out of a situation, whatever situation that is? These Africans have their own country, and Gambia is one of the #1 places in Africa for children's sex trafficking. How is the Gambian government allowing that to happen?
Right.
So freely, I can read about it in Time magazine. You understand? That means that's advertising. They're advertising that.
They letting the shit go
that's
on.
That's marketing.
Yeah.
They're telling you, white people, this is where you can go and do it at, which means that the Gambian government is okay.
Allowing it, yeah.
So when we ask why these wars and why these governments think, look, in Sweden right now, the highest official age, like the prime minister, all that, them niggas is like 30, 33. In Africa right now, the average age of a leader is like 70 to like 80, 90. What's the difference between an old crotchety ass African and an old crotchety ass white man? Nothing. Because they both come from the same era and they both imposing the same bullshit on whatever country they run in.
Right.
And nobody tell me nothing about returning to Africa until y'all niggas tell me what you're going to do about Libya. Anybody telling me they're going to Ghana to be whatever, that's cool, whatever. But let me tell you this. What are you going to do if Ghana go to war with Libya? And it's possible. That's how these niggas do.
You said Ghana?
What happens if Libya tries to expand its slave state the same way ISIS did? ISIS means the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. How did this place manifest out of this place that was already there? So if they did that in Libya, and Libya was the most progressive country in all of Africa. And look what they did. And right now, me and you right now, we got on a plane right now, we can go there and probably buy African, we got from either $40 to $400.
Right.
That's facts. What do the Africans do? What's the African Union? What's they plan on there? What they gonna do about that? Have you heard anything?
Nope.
No. But you heard about the right of return, right? Everybody returning, right? All of the ex-slaves returning. All of the voluntary slaves
Going back.
Voluntarily that they were once owned by them are now going back home to just what? To do what?
What's the
To now
purpose?
be another class of foreigners coming to a land that they really not from, right? To now eke out a life and get equality from people who believe that they descend from people who used to own them. Think about that, bro. We're not even talking about the Chinese influence. We're not even talking about the African influence or the British and the other colonies influences. Just that alone.
Right.
What black community do you know? I know I've lived in many communities of Asiatic people, so-called melanated people, and foreign melanated people like Africans. I've lived around them, and I've ate with them, built them, but their culture is distinctly different than mine.
Yeah, it's different.
You understand what I'm saying? And when they do their music and stuff like that, they go in their own place and speak it in their own language. You understand? And if you want to be down with them, you got to learn their language to do that. You dig? So in that, how am I identifying with my own native identity when I'm now adopting that version of it? When Islam is older over here than it was over there. Think about it. This is another instance again of getting original indigenous people to follow foreign gods, foreign ideologies, foreign political concepts, foreign laws, and act like it applies to them, and then get mad when it don't.
Because it don't, yeah.
Like when Africans come here, they list them as white. They don't list them as African Americans. They ain't stupid.
Right. Listen with something that they're not, right?
Exactly, Mark, because so if you're listed as something that you aren't, and I see you identify with something that I created for you to be, then that means I own you, right?
Yep.
Right. So again, I'm not saying anything other than the fact that when you don't have our own infrastructure enough to protect our own communities anywhere in the world, because we have absorbed ourselves in communities that were established at a time when the whole world turned against us. When you go anywhere in the world where there's Asiatic people that look like us, they catch an L. Why? Because they descend from the original people that was there that did not conform and become Christian or other shit. And then there's generations of us that was born Christian and knew from door. And then once we hip hop, our era came in, that's when we got knowledge of self, however that was. So when I see an obvious because I've been watching the United States, not only in real life, but in entertainment, topple governments the same way, assassinate people the same way, since I started watching the 18.
Yeah, they all my life. I know.
From 18 all the way to now. I've only seen any movie with the government in it. It's either something corrupt, the government is trying to kill somebody, the government is trying to cover something up, the government is trying to stop something that they created, or the government is about to fall to something even worse. That's basically the premise of every movie that has come out in the last 20th century. In some form or fashion.
Yep.
You understand? The American, what they said, I saw a movie, and I think it was Amanda Steele, Lawrence Fishburne said, the American conscience died with Martin, John, and Bobby. After that, with Malcolm, Martin, Johnny, and Bobby. And he's right. But the Turks just named the street that the U.S. Embassy on in Turkey as Malcolm X Boulevard.
Yeah. In Turkey?
Yeah. Just like the head of the Hamas came out and said that the reason why George Washington killed the Indians because they was Muslims and they owned all of the land in the Americas, and he destroyed all the mosques and all that. Right after the head of Turkey came out and said that, Muslims discovered America. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the Muslims and the people that he's talking about is not the people that look like that today. And that's what we have to remember. Whenever they put ancient in front of something, that's us. Whenever they put modern in front of something, that's them.
Yeah, they did.
Gotcha.
They did. Right in Turkey, it was in Ankara, the U.S. Embassy. Where they got the U.S. Embassy is built. They got the Malcolm X Avenue.
Ain't that something,
That's
man?
right. They said about to put a statue up on too.
Recognized gang, yeah.
This is the revenge of Malcolm. This is the revenge of Patrice Lumumba. Do you understand? They were so scared of Patrice Lumumba that they actually dissolved him. They dissolved him in a vat of sulfuric acid after torturing and beating him after death. Do you understand? So when they talk about the Black Messiah, when Hoover was saying he was there to stop the Black Messiah, remember Hoover himself was a black man.
Right.
Remember Eisenhower was a black man. Okay, remember Hannibal Hamlin, Abraham Lincoln, all these niggas was melanin. A lot of these dudes was melanated, man.
Yeah.
They just been inbreeding you with all of this fake doctrine as to who is what for so long, you just believe it. And again, through movies. Because you've seen all these movies with Richard the Great and you only see white people dressing up in Shakespeare clothes, and because they happen to be in Europe now, you think that is them. And they think that is them. They think people like Henry VIII and all that was white. But they know it's not. I got pictures of white folk painting the images in the Egyptian tombs white.
Yeah.
They call that iconoclasm. Okay? This is a part. Remember, whenever the white man taking something from you, he created a scientific reason why he can do it. So when you was a so-called slave and you wanted to be free, that was seen as a mental illness called drapetomania. And this was a scientific thing that they created and put in the Journal of American Medicine. It's still there. It's still there. And you want to act like these niggas is different, we progressed somehow into this pseudo utopia where it's been decided, whether it be in comics or TV or whatever, that black people are just not together. Black women are gay and into white men, and black men are gay and into white women. That's it. So when it comes to TV, you're not going to see that. So we'll have Issa Rae do a movie with Stanfield, with Lakeith Stanfield on some black love shit, but then at the same time we're going to put out a movie with her trying to do the same thing, but it's a comedy on some racial stereotype shit with the Indian. From who's about to be in Eternals.
Yeah.
So this is all. So what this says to me is that all of these guys, these actors, these artists, these rappers, they're all down with it. Look at what they've done to Lizzo. Look at this. Look at this person.
Lizzo. Let's go to Lizzo. Yeah, we're gonna go to Lizzo.
Come on, sisters. It gets to a point where you have to just be like, look, you cannot keep promoting mental illness among women as female empowerment.
Right.
You can't do that, man.
Everybody getting low.
As bad as her ass was, she was not out there doing that. You understand? If my grandmother, as big as she was in life, if saw that woman do that, she would be calling her a stupid bitch quicker than me.
Exactly.
That's my word. You understand? Because it is
Embarrassing.
to the point where I told you they did a projection where they said that by 2050 they want all black women is going to be obese because they don't work out because of their hair and their beauty regimens and their diets. This This is what the projection was. So I knew from that point they was going to try to pump so-called morbidly or obese women on the thing, and then if we try to talk about how obesity is not a natural thing, that they would try to make it like trying to fat shame.
Acceptable
like
now,
and that's what they did.
Fair
and that's
now,
when Gabrielle Sidibe came, right?
Trendy.
This came out right after Monique won the Oscar. And I said to myself, I said, watch, Monique gonna win that Oscar, she gonna lose weight, and they're gonna stop messing with her, right? But they only gonna big up other so-called fat women that's not her. And what happened? She started losing the weight, they started going in on her, right? Whereas Gabrielle Sidibe and the rest of them, she's on American Horror Story, right? Doing rituals with the white people in the movie, right? The other one, Lonnie Love, she now on the thing, right, with the white man, right? There's a pattern. I'm not just making shit up. This is shit I'm just saying, like. And so now, to promote that as the way for you to be now, black woman, we gonna put Lizzo on the cover of the shit as the Madonna, as the goddess. Because really she's embodied, they trying to use her, they trying to embody the goddess Tuareg. If you look up the goddess Tuareg, T-A-W-A-R-E-T.
Hold up, T-W... T-A-W-A-R-E-T. Tuareg. See it? Hold up. I think I got it wrong.
Tuareg.
Yep, here you go, right here.
W-A-R-E-T.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
See his hippopotamus?
Yep.
Right, that's the goddess that they invoking with her. They trying to invoke with her through a Kali Yuga false veil. So they want you to feel like she's enchanting some Indian type of vibe, but low key they enchanted some ancient so-called Egyptian vibe through the hippopotamus goddess who deals in the underworld. You understand? She's
right.
The mother of all the goddesses. So she's the black mammy. She's the version of the old. She's the modern version, or let's say the perfected version of the mammy back in the Gone with the Wind days. So the chick that was the mammy in that movie, she still has some respect for herself. They wanted to get that archetype to be this type of black woman because this is the type that they want. And this is what they want black women who are more easily moldable to ascend themselves to just be totally so-called blissful, which means ignorant, that you don't see how the self-debasement and what you're encouraging. She said, I don't know how she's there for obese women, black women, and black trans women. But black trans women aren't women, in my opinion, because to me, how I was raised to be a woman, you have to be born with a vagina.
Exactly.
Or come out of one.
Right.
So, I'm not going to go against what my mother and father and grandmother told me, because that all turned out to be true.
True talk.
This new modern era where you can pick and choose what type of being you want to be, that's cool, but it doesn't change genetics. And so because they want her to be that, to be aspired to, and to be morally bankrupt and open enough to at any moment be ready to rip their clothes off and have sex with whoever's around. You see, this is the model. They don't want any demure women, because any woman that is demure or has certain respect for herself but does not want to sexually throw herself out there with any and everybody is now seen as repressed. So women in happy relationships are repressed in this new society. They have to liberate themselves. You see, this is the American doctrine that they have now applied and has been applied throughout the world, is now being applied here. It's always the opposite. See, the opposite is what is. The apparent is what's not. And so, again, she's just another means to encourage black women to have no self-respect. Because you can't respect yourself when you think like that. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of that chick with clothes on.
Oh, you talking about Lizzo? Yeah, man, Lizzo, man.
Yeah, man, she's going all out.
That's the new Sarah Bartman, who's a woman. She purposely put herself in. Yeah, like this is what she went for, because she's there to destroy women. Because feminism was created by a white man named Edward Bernays, and was pumped through people like Hugh Hefner, through the Playboy Club, and through women like Gloria Steinem, who was a sex kid, who was a sex bunny in for Hefner. And who happens to be Christian Bale's stepmom.
Damn.
So again, black women, they created programs where black women had the ability to have homes, but they said that if you have these homes, you can't have no man in them. And if you do, we can lock you up and take your children, right? That you wouldn't have no man in the house. They didn't do that to any other women in the fashion. But there was a generation of black women that did that. This was these generations of black women who lost their men during the war. And they wound up coming home, and then the niggas wound up being strung out and messed up or whatever. And then they became part of those generations. And this generation, this is the product now. Shahrazad Ali said, every other man is the backbone of his family. The white man's the backbone of his family. The Mexican man is the backbone of his family. The black man, the black woman got to be the backbone of our family. You see? So even in that, we just disrespect it. We have no say over nothing. We can't have anything, no opinion. We have to be eunuchs. We have to be eunuchs today or couples. You have to be the type of guy that's going to be with the girl that's had to train on. You have to be the type of girl to be with the guy who happens to want to have sex with men. Okay? That's who you have to be now. Whether you like, and if you don't like it, then you're homophobic. If you don't like it, then you're anti-woman. This is what they're doing. And
yeah, it's a whole new generation.
In their own society to stop them from being preyed upon by these predators. Because once you normalize these degenerate aspects of society so much that it's normalized, you can't lock people up for pedophilia no more.
Yeah, they have a pedophilia flag.
It's normalized.
Yeah, because that's part of the gay movement. That's part of the movement. And don't let no gay people tell you different. That's part of it. They may not be with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't be with all of the stuff that happens with black people, but regardless of whatever, if black people will identify with it or not, the layman is going to think I'm down. You know what I'm saying? It pertains to me because of my parents. So it's the same thing with them. They're actively promoting that. So in a society now, where you're promoting gay rights, you're promoting pedophilia rights, and that means you can't get mad at Catholic priests who lock people up to have sex with children. Because this is consent.
Right.
This is bondage. The child is consented. Think about it. If you are going to allow a child at 5 years old to go through hormone therapy because it wore a dress one day and felt like a girl for a day, and you're going to take that child's word for it, put it through all of these chemical situations to get messed up mentally ready to be that, you mean to tell me that that child has a say in that? But then if the child says the opposite, that something's wrong with him. You see, they made it that if you say that you're if you agree in creation, that you're somehow anti that.
Yeah.
So by me having an opinion on it infringes on their right to be it because their opinion is not based in fact. It's based on aggressive legislation to depopulate that.
Yeah, actually, this lot of
The
work.
whole trans thing is all about intelligence. It has nothing to do with anything else. And these Negroes, these black people, is down with it.
Down with
Like I
shit,
said,
man.
a lot of them descend from the ones that we had to put on the plantations and put in the concentration camps between the years of 1511 and 1774.
Right.
And then those guys grew up and decided that they wanted to be down with whatever white people was trying to fight for their own freedom. This is where people like Harriet Tubman came in and started kidnapping Moors and bringing them through the railroad system up into the north to then make them U.S. citizens as a spy. If she was a spy, who was she spying on? The place she was going into, she was seen as a slave. She wasn't. She was going into territories that was ruled by us and our government.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, I know they want to get Cynthia Erivo. They looking like they want to give her an Oscar.
They want to They love that. They love that.
They want to give her an Oscar.
Yeah, for playing the false role.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, for her, you know, she had to lean.
Slim Fit came from a white guy. White guy gave the gay girl that produced it the thing, who just cheated on her wife with the Harriet chick, who just cheated on her white husband. So now they're together.
Right, well, yeah, Queen and Slim, right?
Yeah.
They love that, man.
So it's all a wash, man. It's all scripted. I just feel sorry that again they just got another one, but again.
Yeah, another one down, man.
You know, we don't know what it also took to live that life with the people, man. Lay down with dog, get up with keys, man.
Yeah, you said it.
But I look at it like this, Aseer. The city of Los Angeles has had a lot of
tragedy, lost ones
within that city. You know what I'm saying? The people go out there and they lost. They might be looking for a movie deal, and you become a porn star. You might be looking to be a basketball player, and you become a drug dealer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can go out there and get sold in sex slavery. It's all kinds.
Be a rapper and get killed, man.
You be a rapper, get killed.
All kinds of shit go down. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles, like you said, man.
Yeah, man. And like I said, remember 8 years ago from now when Whitney went.
Right.
So these guys are on schedule. Our problem again is we think there's members of our community who think like that whole Meghan Markle thing and all that stuff is real. You have black women really going in on that. Talking about how great it is that this black woman this woman ain't never been black. She ain't never, you didn't even know her mother was black unless they told you. Because when you look out and check, you look through her background, all her people was Caucasian. Her mother made sure she grew up around white people. So all I'm saying is, let's not make this chick the Queen of Sheba now, because y'all are enthralled with the princess character. This guy, regardless of what you say, Harry, is a Nazi. Period.
Right.
His grandfather was a Nazi. His grandfather had to abdicate the throne the same way this idiot did, based upon him trying to hook up with a female. That was against the thing, because back then they was all marrying trannies in the Windsor family. In that royal family, because they had all switched over, got rid of all of the black nobility after World War II. So she's a Nazi too. So I'm looking at these black women like, okay, so it's okay. So this guy is a straight Nazi, and y'all think it's better that she, and then this woman ain't never identified with no, but I ain't never seen her. On that TV show she was on, all she did was have sex with white men. All they did on the show was let her out. Right? But now that she's a princess and you see her mother, you want to feel that, oh, she's marrying in to the royal family and making it black again. No, she's not, because that's not the royal family. You're the royal family, stupid. Why do you think we all got English names? But we don't read, we don't look outside of what we're told. And, well, not us, but, these people. And it's created a perpetual hell that most of our people don't keep on to their life.
Yeah.
But it's like 4 or 5 different military bases, right, with this blue thing, and they do war people in that base all the time. Would it be so suspect, just so out of the norm to say, well, maybe I'll get a benefit doubt. Maybe it's an Arab missile or some shit that gets, popped off, happened to be when he was passing. But I don't know why they would do a cartoon about it.
True talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
2017.
Yeah,
You gotta put it all together like an investigator, man.
Yeah, you talking about like the cartoon for
cartoon,
Kobe?
2017, Aseer.
Yeah, I mean, they always, like, and they be these...
like you say, history repeats itself, man. They paint the picture for you, and then all of a sudden, it happens.
Right.
I mean, for him to die in the cartoon in a helicopter and then come in, come on now, man. It's
the whole thing about
too much of a coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah, it's too much, man.
Yo, people will say, "Oh no, man, that's how it was."
They die the same way. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The sheep gonna believe the shepherds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't. When these black people start talking about what isn't or what is, I'm not saying I know hate. I'm saying I'm looking at the signs and analyzing the data, and based upon the specific aspects of this type of ritual, obvious that it is what it is. So people can say what they want, but in the end, it's just going to happen again because they won't look for what it is. And our people specifically, because we don't value morality or cohesive thought, and because we're at odds with our women with the men, nobody wants to fix it, so everybody just wants to leave the relationship with the race and then start whole root freedom, which is relationships with other people that have been praying and killing us for the past 2,000 years. They think that's smart, and they wonder why our people in the state they in.
Yeah. It's programming out there that's heavy out there. And the programming, and it's looking like right now the beast is getting more thirsty because they doing stuff now every year, every month now, to where they used to do it so often,
Yeah, that's why everybody think it's a joke. They think it's some freak occurrence. Niggas don't fly, man. Niggas don't. You understand? This man got millionaire, billionaire people don't die, man. They get took out. You understand? You understand Michael Jackson was a billionaire?
Yeah.
First of all, I believe Michael Jackson died in a Pepsi commercial. So, you say what they want. Whoever that thing was while it was going on or whatever remnant of Michael it was, I can't say. But what I do know, what I can say is that in the end, all of these guys have taken the deal. All of these guys and girls have taken the deal one way or the other. That's why. Like all Roman gladiators, they have a specific celebrity and they are used and farmed out to create livestock for the Roman state to keep the people caught up in caught up in thinking that what is happening around them, the society crumbling around them, is somehow not as important as to whatever game is being shown to them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with us. None of this does. But it does because it doesn't in the direct sense, but it does in the universal, because all of this is meant to keep us distracted from ourselves. And the distraction is always the same. Because the devil can't create nothing.
They can't.
In Latin, it's called panem in modum circennium crucigus, which means bread and circus. Panem in modenium circennium curvisus, which basically means bread and circus. So when they come with the gladiators, they would throw the bread out because everybody was starving. And while people was killing each other for the bread, once they start eating and they start drinking and start looking at the gladiators kill each other, they start forgetting the fact that this is the only so long as you're willing to be entertained, you can eat. That's wrong. And that's what all of these brothers who sign up for the sport is. Sports comes from sport, which in the Roman was used to be on their banners. You would see it. It would say SPQR. Is where sports, all of that come from, because it was a means of warfare in Rome. Whereas in Carthage, the precursor to Rome, which is why we always fought against them, we was more about the virtue and the building of the family. The Roman family was centered around the male. The Moorish family, the Carthaginian families were centered around the family and the male and the female working in balance to do so. We don't forgot how to do all of that. So these niggas is picking us off one by one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow, man.
So that's my take on all of this stuff, man, so far, because it's still fluid.
Right.
So
it's open.
We don't know where it's gonna be tomorrow when the day after.
And for another family man to surpass another family man, well, that was history right now. Because LeBron, you know, it looked upon as a family man too, like Kobe was.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The difference with LeBron,
There's all respect.
LeBron was married to his archetype. He married to Samaritans because LeBron is King James, aka Nimrod, so that means queen, his wife is Samaritan. So he's married in his archetype. That's why he's the king. He one of the only ones that's married to an Asiatic one. See what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a straight up black kid.
Right.
Wayne don't count no more because he done turned them for Luciferian. So, LeBron,
Suspect.
yeah or not, or whatever, he's still occupying the archetype of the strong man, the founder of the temple of Babel, which is the NBA itself or whatever. So, yeah, he's doing his thing. And now that he passed his record, like I said, they can't be two at the same time. So one gotta go. So he's now literally the king of it all. Jordan ain't like Jordan coming back. So this is it. It's for the foreseeable future, it's him.
Yeah, he gonna ride it on out.
See, look at the Hermione thing. Homeboy been in jail all this time. You ain't heard nothing about it. No case, no nothing, no talk. As soon as that nigga started talking about the Illuminati and the police paid him to do shit, all of that stuff went away.
Right, yeah, he started talking crazy. They told me he talking crazy.
Oh yeah, but what
they
did
got
they
to
do?
kill
They got
Nipsey.
you caught up in Big Whack 100 and Kodak Black. They got
Eric
you
Holder.
caught up in that shit. See? Take away from what he's saying. Because homeboy, again, is he in jail? Is he not? You don't know. Nobody knows nothing.
Yep.
But Lauren London, a year later, still doing another spread for GQ. Think about that. But this time for self. It's Shakespeare.
Not Eric Holder. His name is Nipsey. Let me see. Eric Holder. Yeah, they killed. Nipsey killed. Yeah, his name. Oh, they got. He got the name as the same as the U.S. rep or something.
Yeah, prosecutor or some shit.
Some shit.
Yeah,
Like
guys, they're all down with it. That's all I'm saying. That all of these guys are playing a part in the same system.
Some shit.
And yes, it's about talent. Yes, it's about talent and all of that. But in the end, it's not. It's about maintaining the status quo. So
I want to talk to you about the virus too. The virus, the
coronavirus.
Yeah, the coronavirus.
And we showed a clip yesterday of China digging in manholes to extract oil up out of there, whatever dirty oil they can extract, and then they refine it and sell it back into the restaurant. Gutter oil.
The same way Rockefeller repurposed petroleum and turned it into petroleum Vaseline. That shit come from oil drilling. That petroleum jelly,
right?
Come from the rid that they use to break through the
Gasoline.
That shit ain't safe. But yeah, they repurpose everything. That's their thing. But essentially, it's already done reached Africa. And once it reaches Africa, that's it. So all we gotta do, get you some hydrogen peroxide, some food grade hydrogen peroxide or whatever, and get that. Walk around with a spray bottle with that because it's not spread through. It goes through the eyes,
Right.
as well. So you want to just keep your hands and shit clean, so that way you don't touch your face or rub your eyes by mistake. Keep that in your car. Keep that around you. You know what I'm saying? Iodine pills good for radiation. Lanolin is good for radiation, just in case. Look that up. I'm sorry, man. We gotta get ready to go. I gotta teach class.
I got you, man. We appreciate it, man. Aseer, man.
Aseer, man. All the time. I appreciate this.
I appreciate it, man. Anybody that's in Florida, let me get it out real quick. Anybody that's going to be in Florida around the 24th of February, we're having a lecture/workshop here in Florida. They hit me up at houseofl@hotmail.com. I'm going to send you the flyer, G.
Okay.
And you can put it up. That would be dope. It's going to be in the Wynwood section of Andalusia, where we go, Florida, out here. It's going to be on the 24th, I believe, the last Sunday in February. And
is it a price for the workshop? Anything?
Yeah, it's just $20.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a projector and all of that. And like I said, it'll be a lecture, but it'll also be a time for you to do question and answer as well towards the end. It'll be like from 3 to 8. I'm sending I just sent the joint to you.
Okay.
And it's going to be dope. And I'm pretty sure there'll be more information coming from this situation that people will be able to get into as well. And yeah, just hit me up at houseofl@hotmail.com. Please check out www.aseerthedukeoftears.com, as well as www.cordobaorganics.com.
Yeah.
Definitely want to give respect and honors and my blessings to the family of the brother and his beloved daughter. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just whack.
Yeah.
As well as all the others that have been sacrificed and put through these rituals that our people still don't believe are happening. Bless everybody that has been victims of what they call SRA, which is satanic ritual abuse. And all of our brothers and sisters that's languishing, and our cousins and them that's languishing in slave pits in Libya right now, as well as Mauritania, as well as places in Detroit, as well as places in all of the states in the Union. Inshallah, we could do something about that as we collectively start to know and realize our power. So, again, thank you guys for having me on here.
Man, we appreciate it all the time, Aseer, man. We, you already know, man. We had to call you, man, and see what's up with,
breaking news, man.
Get that knowledge. So.
You got it, man. True talk. Appreciate it, sir.
So we gotta look out for each other. Blessings to the family.
Blessings to your family too, man. Same back. Truth Talk Nation.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, man, that was deep, yo. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know it, Judah, all the time, man. Especially when the Aseer touchdown, man. This is one of the breaking news. You know what I'm saying? Episodes right here, man. It's always love. Peace and love, man. Glad y'all tuned in for this one, y'all. Appreciate it.
Man. What do you think about that coronavirus, man?
Man, the corona, we ain't talking about drinking too many Corona beers, man. So don't get it twisted. We talking about some real Truth Talk Nation, you know what I'm saying? Coronavirus is breaking out in China, and eventually, you know what I'm saying, we had one breakout in I think they said California. California. One guy got somewhere out here it broke out down in the U.S. So just be careful, man. I mean, you got a lot of college students going back home for the holidays.
Wash their hands too.
Yeah, spring break. I mean, wash your hands, keep your eyes closed. Watch out, man. It's 2020 vision, man. Stay tuned in, man. Truth Talk Nation.
All right, yo, man. I'm Judahawokeace, yo.
T. Mizzle the Great.
Man, we'll be back soon, yo. We'll be back with 7 Mile Radio. We're going back second Sunday in February.
Oh yeah, for the people that that been tuned in for a while, we was 7 Mile Radio. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get back tuned in, hit y'all with the hot hits, new episodes. Holla back, y'all. You know where the catch is at.
All right, holla back, yo. Peace.